Hey, welcome to the online home of St Mark's MK, which is our only home at the moment because we're not allowed to leave our houses. Ordinarily, I'd have told you, come hang out with us for a little while if you want to find out about St Mark's, but we can't do that at the moment, so let me tell you a little bit about it. It starts with this assumption, this hunch I have that most people are okay with there being a God, a divine being, something out there that's bigger than us. We don't really think about it that often until something happens. Maybe you're sat on a beach on holiday and you're looking at the stars after the sunset and you're just caught up in the vastness of their brilliance and beauty, and you suddenly realize how small you are. Maybe you're running late for a job interview that you really need, and so you pray to some divine being that you're not really sure is out there, but if they give you the job, then you promise to be kind to nature and eat less meat as a result of that. Maybe you have held a newborn baby and you've put your little finger into their tiny hand and just caught your breath as you wonder at the miracle of life. Maybe you've sat next to the bedside of somebody you love who's very ill. Maybe you've wept at the funeral of somebody you love who's died. I think most of us are okay with there being something that we want to access, some profound peace at some point that's bigger than us, that's more profound than us, that takes on a different form than all the just stuff that fills my life ordinarily. Other times we want something bigger than us that we can yell at and be angry at and blame for the injustices that we see. But often church is the thing that gets in the way of accessing that, because we churchy types, we have a weird culture and weird languages and we do weird things. And so we've tried to create a little community of people at St Mark's who just move the weird culture and language to one side for a minute and dive into a life of faith, gathering around a table often, encouraging people, sharing life with one another. If there is ever an opportunity to, we light a bonfire and toast marshmallows on it. We work with Toy Box, who do a brilliant job at eradicating the need for children to live on the streets across the world. Support MK Act in their brilliant work amongst survivors of domestic violence. We work with 35 different schools and children's centres across the city to try and make sure that no hungry child ever needs to go to bed hungry. We create resources that will help you pray, whether you're as good at it as the Pope or whether you've never prayed in your life before. Now, I know at the moment that to join us means probably joining us via Zoom, and that feels weird, but I want you to know why we do that. We could just stick everything on YouTube and just broadcast it, but that would mean that we'd never get to meet you. And one of our values is doing life together and experiencing community. And I absolutely understand that it would be weird to join us for the first time if you click yes on one of the diary things and suddenly a camera pops up on your device and starts beaming your living room into one of our meetings. So I want to assure you, I understand that's weird, but don't worry about it. My living room is a dump sometimes too. I often sweep stuff under the sofa just before people come around, back when people were allowed to come around. Nobody minds if the phone rings or the dog barks or you need to get up and go to the toilet or whatever. We are normal people trying to follow Jesus, to try and figure out what it might be like to become aware of the presence of God. So come join us sometime. I really hope to meet you and wave at you on Zoom somehow. In the meantime, may you know grace which fills you. May you know hope which hovers over you. May you know a peace which swallows up the anxiety. May God bless you and all who you love.